Gachiakuta, episode 15, Clash. You saw what was about to go down. We already know. Let's get into it. Let's talk about it. Welcome back, Evans. We're talking about Gachiakuta, episode 15, Clash, and we saw everybody was lining up to scrap and throw down, and that's exactly what the setup was for this to get everybody in their positions and who's fighting who. So, this starts off with everybody still kind of faced off, and we see that a floodgate of trash opens up to start the thing. Like everything comes through, all the cleaners are more or less wiped away, pushed away, except for Rudo. Rudo was still standing by with all the other raiders. And I'm sitting here thinking, is he about to like 1v5 all the raiders? Like, what's going on? So as everybody was wiped away and put down different paths branching through tunnels, sewers, whatever, we see that the four behind, you know, Boss Raider jump up into the portals and they're going to go play with the bonus, which is what Engine said. Hey, we're the bonus. You know, you're taking Rudo with you. We coming too. That's how this works. So they're gonna go play with their new, friends and leaving Rudo and the boss to have a conversation. Now, that conversation gets real interesting because the way this starts off is, of course, he's talking about, what do you, what's going on with you? So with that, I got a question because I need you to answer this question. Do you want to take down the sphere with me? And it was like, what? Hang on, what? What is happening? So if the Raiders had found him first, would this be a non-issue? Would they just be, hey, cool, let's go handle business with that? They be against cleaners or what? I don't know. We got to see how Rudo's going to react. But he wants to know if he's going to take down the sphere. He wants to know the reason for Rudo's rage. And when Rudo's asking about what happened to the cleaners, what happened to Amo, the owner of the boots, sort of thing, he's like, "Who's Amo? Is this the source of your rage? Like, what's going on?" And they end up having a vision, like they share a vision, and it seems to be the sphere like in flames, burning down, like people injured, whatever the case would be, like it collapsing, it falling out the sky. So he's like, we just shared a vision, like we have the same kind of goals in mind. So I need you to answer my question, like, do you want to take down the sphere with me? And Zodyl, working which is the boss name, does not like wasting words. He doesn't like waste, period. So he's very specific. So he's like, that's how conversation goes. I ask you a question, you answer, vice versa. It's like, so what's your answer? We need to know what's going on. And I'm just like, yo, what is happening? Like, what are you finna do, Rudo? Rudo's the protagonist here. Your choices matter. What's finna happen? So, with that being said, we see that it flashes over to Rio, who is alone, and she's walking through trying to figure out what to do. And then Nord shows up. And again, I'm gonna butcher these names because I haven't heard the English on how to say them. So I'm just watching everything subtitles. So Noerde, Nord, she shows up. She's just combing through her hair, like she's just prepping and getting ready to go. Zonka gets Jabber. So rematch, we about to go again. So Zonka and Jabber, and they go at it immediately. Like when they see each other, it's like it's on sight. They are not playing around. They get to scrapping, no hesitation. And we know Jabber's right claw has the neurotoxins. But what about his left claw? And we see him dip the back of his hand into some like sludge acid looking stuff, burn himself, but now his claws gain the ability. So his left claw seems to be able to gain the ability of whatever kind of poison, sludge, whatever he touches and puts it in. So now it's like this, it looks like this sludge acid type stuff, like it burns. And Jabber's just excited because now he's like, yeah, you got this to deal with, and now you got this to deal with. So what's up? So again, they're going at it. And we see Guita Hobby, who is in the kaiju outfit. It's by herself, kind of admiring some cockroaches that kind of are walking by. We flash back to Zonka, who takes the entire pool of the sludge stuff where Jabber first dipped his hand, and he flips the entire pool, like basically breaks up the earth and flips the entire pool onto Jabber to try and stop him and see how that's going to turn out as far as the fight goes. We see Engine gets this other guy, who's creepy, kind of Jason looking guy. He's just half behind something, just kind of staring, like, plotting what am I gonna do. But then he says something about how Engine kind of looks cool. He's kind of like a cool guy or whatever the case may be. And Engine's just like, why don't everybody attack me at once? Whatever. Engine thrives in, especially because of his octo ability kind of thing with Umbrella. He thrives being able to, I guess, take down massive groups at once. One on one, a little different, I'm sure, but we're about to find out. Um, with that being said, we see Bro Santa and Dear Santa are set up against this other guy, the guy in the hat, big dude. Haven't got his name yet, but he's just kind of standing by and staring. So they finna scrape. And Bro Santa is the supervisor to Dear Santa. So I'm pretty sure, like, is Dear Santa gonna be the one scrapping and Bro Santa just kind of supervising, or is he getting in on the fight? Not quite sure. Um, and since they got similar names, not sure if they're related or whatever the case would be. So we'll have to see. Um, we see Rio, breaks out her scissors, and she's like, "Oh, it's scissors versus hair. This is gonna be not a problem because you're in a bad position. You about to catch it." And then we cut over to Jabber to show that he survives, and his claws now are like 3 times the size of what they were. Like, they are absolutely massive, and he is like ecstatic. And again, we like Jabber for Jabber being Jabber. You know, we don't like him because apparently he did whatever he did to go get the boots from Amo. So Jabber, you can eat it, but I hope Zonka beats the crap out of you. But Jabber as a villain is a really, really good character. So he's hyped. He's got that Joker kind of feel, and he's like losing his stuff. And he's got these huge, massive claws that he used to protect himself, and now he's getting ready to go at full force with Zonka, which means Zonka's gonna have to step it up here. Zonka's by himself, and if Zonka don't want to get jacked up like he did last time, he got to be able to hold this hold ground, right, and be able to run this fade on Jabber. So it's gonna be interesting to see how he overcomes this, because again, I want to see him step it up a level. Like, what's gonna be his upgrade? He's got to do something. And that we cut back to Rio, who is on the ground, immobilized a little bit. She's kind of getting back to it, but you know what happened to her? Like, what was going on? Come to find out that Nord is constantly combing her hair, and her hair is not just silky, it's crackly. And the reason it's crackly is because she has a plastic comb that she's constantly rubbing through her hair, creating static electricity. So her hair is electrified. So now you got scissors versus hair, which, you think about rock, paper, scissors, scissors beats paper, right? Scissors beats hair. But no, this is electricity, and electricity is going to conduct through a pair of metal scissors very easily. So, what's Rio going to do? Now, she's got to figure out how to overcome this, because her vital weapon has pretty much become useless at this point in terms of going after the hair. How is she going to fare? I don't know, but that's where the episode leads off. Everybody's set up. Everybody's got their matchups and stuff. So over the next couple episodes, we should get these fights, whether it be freaking, 1-on-1, 2-on-1, whatever the case may be. We about to find out. Everybody seems to be separated, but Sathoni, I don't know where she's at. She's just using the portals and stuff and just kind of transporting people back and forth. So for the most part, it seems like everybody's 1-on-1 except for the Santas versus the big dude. And he's a pretty big dude. So, and again, it's small kid versus the other one, and Guida's just running around cockroaches. So good time. So hey, please make sure you hit that little red subscribe button. We keep covering this each and every week. I want to see more of this. This is really good, and these fights got to be epic. Again, I am pulling for Zonka. I want to see what he gets as far as an upgrade. He's got to get some type of upgrade to be able to, defeat Jabber and whatever he's got going on. But that's all I got for this one. I will catch you guys for the next one. Later.